Hello, classmate. Today, my final presentation is talking about biopharmaceutical technology community. What is a biopharmaceutical? At the present, there is no precise scientific definition of it. Bio means life in Greek, so we can tell from the name biopharmaceutical involves with life. However, biopharma professor Monica Gill and his professor have given it a basic definition, which are the drugs are manufactured by biotechnology methods and involved complex biological molecules. This definition has been widely accepted in the biopharma discourse community. What is the difference between biopharma and pharma? Pharma usually means traditional pharma. From three sides, there's different. First is the field. Biopharma is a branch of pharma. Second is the drug made from different. In biopharma, drugs made from living organisms' cells, while the living organisms including plants, animals, and humans. For traditional pharma, the drugs made from chemical synthesized. For example, we take the daily vitamin tablets. Third difference on the process. In biopharma, they face more challenges and stricter. For example, biopharma involves live organisms, so to keep them live, we need to consider the pH, temperature, moisture, all nutrients. But in traditional pharma, we don't need to consider this, so makes it easy to manage. The goals of a biopharma discourse community is similar with the traditional pharma community. Pharma organization represents the nation's leading biopharmaceutical research companies. Inside their benchmark articles, they give the goal is to develop and provide innovative and safe medical treatments and cures to help patients to live longer and healthier lives. Inside this article, they also list a series of examples to support these goals. For example, the vaccines produced to fight with COVID-19 during the pandemic. The background of this discourse community. First is communication channels include webinar, articles, websites, business meetings, and classes. Second, members' background involves biological, chemical, or medical education background. Third, degree required, associated degree, bachelor's, master, and or PhD degree. Last, about regulations. There's a lot of regulations, but the biggest one is FDA, Food and Drug Administration, CGMP, Current Good Manufacturing Practices, R&D, Investigational New Drug, EMA, European Medicines Agencies, and more. There are a lot of specialized languages and terminologies used in this community. I don't think everyone is expected to memorize all of them. However, to be able to communicate and understand well among colleges and professors, it is essential to be familiar with the relative concepts, processes, and regulations, such as specialized languages often used in research and development department are different from the ones used in manufacturing process department. For example, the research and development department. The medical professor William Banks, in his article From Blood-Brain Barrier to Blood-Brain Interface, he has used 38 acronyms. BBB means blood-brain barrier. CNS means central nervous system. These only two I used here, but there are also tremendous I haven't listed here and he hasn't used either. but they have been used in the laboratory or the research development department. Like LD50 means lethal dose, ID50 means infectious dose. Also, gram-positive vs gram-negative bacteria. On the right side of this picture, gram-positive shows blue-purplish color. Gram-negative bacteria shows red-pinkish color, which the color shows different depending on the thickness of a bacterial cell membrane. Another example is about the manufacturing process. IQ means installation qualification. OQ means operational qualification. PQ means performance qualification. Depend on the different process, the qualification department will check on them individually, make sure they follow the regulations. Besides, there are process called upstream, which is cultivate bacteria. Downstream, the purpose is harvest bacteria. At first, I'm interested in this discourse community because it is easy for me to get a job in RTP area, since there are a lot of pharmaceutical companies here. Besides, WICTEC Community College provides a biopharmaceutical degree, and this major offers a lot of online classes, which is suitable for my personal schedule. But after starting my classes, I find that I love this class, or I love this major. First, I have strong passion for biology and organic chemical. I'm curious about how atoms make up molecules and how the charges of atoms interact with each other and shape the structure of particles. Second, I find I'm fascinated by how the virus, bacteria, fungus, and other living organisms rely on each other, also compete to each other. I'm also impressed by how drugs are made and how they travel within human body, how they cure illness. Genius way of study, such as top-down and bottom-up. Medical professor Sam Bailey, in his article A History of Nanoscience and Nanotechnology, he introduced the two ways. Top-down means break down the bigger bulk material into small, tiny, nano-sized particles. Bottom-up means build up of nanostructures from the bottom, atom by atom, or molecule by molecule, by physical and chemical methods, which are in a nanoscale range 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer. This innovative way helps make the COVID-19 vaccines during pandemic. Repurpose spoiled food in biopharmaceutical ways. For instance, penicillin was accidentally discovered from moldy food. Later on, it works as an antibiotic to help fight against infection. Another example is aspergillus, also grows from moldy food. Medical professor Thompson and Young together studied these infections and provide vital information on the diagnosis of illnesses caused by aspergillus infection. Last is the advancing nanotechnology applied in biopharma community. Nanomedicine and COVID-19 vaccines. Inside this article, the author explained it. The COVID-19 vaccines from BioNTech and Pfizer and Moderna are made based on the nanoparticles. With the nanotechnologies, we can quickly have COVID-19 vaccines to combat the virus during pandemic.